12 laps to go in our figure 8 train race. Front car has a motor, back car has a brakes. They are chained together. Here we go, green flag is out. Listen to all that power going into turn number 1. And it is Adam Plonsky and James McClure trying to grab that lead from Race Metapetigan and Ben Blair. They battle up front. Race Metapetigan and Ben Blair trying to grab that race lead from Adam Plonsky and James McClure. Bill now already stretching out, and it is Adam Plonsky and James McClure in the black cars battling a Race Metapetigan and Ben Blair for that race lead. The Patriot car, Tom O'Leary Jr., Wade Peterson, look out! Well, a little bump and run over there, and they are getting together. Look out as Metapetigan, Blair, oh, the Patriot car is around. Up front, it's Adam Plonsky and James McClure with that race lead over Race Metapetigan and Ben Blair. Howard Kelly Jr. and Tom O'Leary III. Look out! Up front, it is Adam Plonsky, James McClure with that race lead. Look out! Now Paul Duffin, Bill Carberry trying to grab that second spot over Race Metapetigan and Ben Blair. Up front, all by themselves, it's Adam Plonsky and James McClure. With that race lead, well, the Patriot car having all kinds of problems. Tom O'Leary Jr. wait there. Look out! Adam Plonsky, James McClure, well out front of Paul Duffin. Bill Carberry riding in that second spot. Race Metapetigan. Ben Blair riding third. Look out! Then Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary the third now trying to get in that top 3, but up front, Adam Plonsky, your leader. Adam Plonsky, James McClure with that race lead over Paul Duffin and Bill Carberry. That's Race Metapetigan and Ben Blair riding in that third spot, battling Howard Kelly Jr. and Tom O'Leary the third. Adam Plonsky, James McClure, well out front with that race lead over Paul Duffin and Bill Carberry. Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary the third, and the number 11 now riding in that third spot. Adam Plonsky, James McClure, in the number 12, out front with that race lead. Paul Duffin, Bill Carberry. They're going to be battling Howard Kelly Jr. and Tom O'Leary the third for that fourth round. Look out! Adam Plonsky, James McClure with that race lead over Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary the third, Paul Duffin, Bill Carberry, Race Metapetigan and Ben Blair, but up front it is Adam Plonsky, James McClure with that race lead over Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary the third, and look out! Oh, look out! Up front is, and look out! Up front, James McClure, Adam Plonsky with that race lead. Look out! Oh! Get together in that intersection and look out! Look out! Up front, it is Adam Plonsky, James McClure, Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary the third now, closing that gap. We put on a battle for that race lead. It is Adam Plonsky, James McClure, Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary the third now going to be battling for that race lead. Paul Duffin, Bill Carberry riding in that third spot in the 51. Up front, battle for that race lead now. Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary the third. All that power down that big speedway through that intersection now. Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary the third, grabbing that race lead. And look out! Look out! Up front, it's Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary III with that race lead. Over Adam Plonsky, James McClure, Paul Duffin, Bill Carberry riding in that third spot. But up front, it is Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary III with that race lead. Over Adam Plonsky and James McClure riding in that second spot. Paul Duffin, Bill Carberry riding third. Look out! Race Metapetigan and Ben Blair. I think they're minus a few tires on that rear automobile there, but it is. Look out! They are sideways. Look out! Right in front of your race lead, there's a little action going on. see James McClure trying to reel him back in. Look out, right for your leaders! Look out, Howard Kelly Jr. And look out! White flag on one more time around. Just lost our third place automobile. Howard Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary III with that race lead. Over Adam Plotsky and James McClure riding in that second spot. They are going to be bringing it down through that intersection one final time. It is Howard Kelly Jr. and Tom O'Leary III picking up that victory. Look out! Kelly Jr., Tom O'Leary III, once again finding themselves in victory lane here at the Flat Rock Speedway in our figure 8 train race. It certainly was a wild one out there for 12 laps. There you go. Well, how do you like figure 8 train racing, huh? Yeah, pretty wild. Kelly Jr. in the number 11, Tom O'Leary III, picking up that victory in our 12-lap figure 8 train race. Well, we got to pick up the automobiles who were involved in several skirmishes out here in our figure 8 train race. Well, Paul Duffin and Bill Carberry have been doing a nice job riding in that third spot. It looks like something amiss on the number 51 out of the rear of that automobile, so we're going to have to pick that up and take a little break. And a good opportunity to stand up and stretch your legs a little bit. We got one feature event to go, and we are going to take a little bit of a break, and that'll be our Pizza School Bus Figure 8.